I know life's been kind of a mess so far, but you know something? I promise you that everything is just gonna be just wonderful. Yes, it is. I promise you that everything's gonna be just perfect.
Victoria, don't you make promises that you cannot keep in front of a judge.
Please don't start with me. I've had a lousy day.
But I don't understand it. Why would you even think of giving away your child, dear?
Bridget, I'm fresh out of options.
Yes, but it's the risks that I'm worried about, dear. There are so many unknowns.
I know it stinks. I know it does. But it's not going to be forever. Because one day, Kirk and I are going to be back together again.
For better or for worse, in sickness and in health, to love, honor, and obey.
Oh, hold it. I think I'm going to have to improvise here. Last year, at this time, at this very point of our wedding ceremony, I walked out on you.
You're not gonna punch my lights out again, are you?
Rachel! Rachel, you've missed the bloody ceremony! Hilda, have you seen my wife?
Don't you know?
Know what, Hilda?
She's left, sir. Mrs. Hutchins is gone.
No, Jake, I'm not going to deck you.
I know that. I know it.
But I do want to say, in front of everyone, that even though it's not my favorite memory, I don't want to forget that it happened either. Because the minute we start forgetting all the bad times in our lives, we're going to stop remembering and treasuring the good ones. And I never want to do that. Jake, I don't want to forget. I only want to remember.
I swear to you that I will never, ever take 1 second of our life for granted.
Neither will I. Because any man who'd let me babysit someone else's child on our wedding day is definitely aces in my book. So, where were we before I so rudely interrupted?
The vows.
Right.
Do you, Paulina Maria Corey, take this man, Jake Thomas McKinnon, to be your husband, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better or worse, for richer or poorer, in sickness and in health, to love, honor, and obey, from this day forward?
I do.
Do you, Jake Thomas McKinnon, take this woman, Paulina Maria Corey, to be your wife, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better or worse, in sickness and in health, for richer or poorer, as long as you both shall live?
You bet I do.
May I have the rings?
Thank you.
Paulina, place the ring on Jake's finger.
I, Paulina, give you, Jake, this ring as a symbol of my love and faithfulness, now and forever.
Jake.
I, Jake, give you this ring as a symbol of my love and faithfulness, now and forever.
I've had the privilege of knowing Jake and Paulina for a while now. They've come to me for counsel, both separately and together. Without each other, these two young people are fine individuals. But together they are even more. As you've heard, the road Jake and Paulina have traveled to reach this day has been a long and sometimes difficult one. But I think we'd all agree they finally come home. Jake and Paulina, may the blessings of love, joy, peace, gentleness, goodness, and faith be bestowed upon you today. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, I am pleased to pronounce you husband and wife. And in the spirit of forward progress, Paulina.
Yes, Reverend?
You may kiss your husband.
Man, come on. Go easy. Stop.
Rachel took off with a suitcase. Well, it doesn't make much sense.
Well, a suitcase, sir, that's what she took.
But why on earth would she do such a thing? I mean, to take off in the midst of her daughter's wedding with no note, no explanation. Something must be wrong. It doesn't make any sense.
I have to set up for the reception, the cake and the champagne stuff.
Yes, well, go right ahead, lad. Hilda, I shall be upstairs.
Hi, Jerry. Bye, Jerry.
You still look great, Maggie.
Yeah, well, if anyone asked for me, you did not see me.
Sure. Oh, hey, and I don't know you're calling Tomas either, right?
I need to hear a friendly voice. Weddings depress me.
Dearest Carl, by the time you find this letter, you know I'm gone. I'm sorry, darling, but I had no choice. I have to leave you for a while.
Mr. and Mrs. Jake McKinnon.
Thank you.
Having been married all of 10 minutes, I would like to say that marriage feels great.
Sweetie, I see a cake over there with our name all over it.
Wait, Jake, we can't cut the cake without Rachel. Where is she?
I don't know. Why don't you guys cut the cake? I'll go look for her, okay?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
How is that possible, Ito? How come Rachel know about Evan Frame? I've done all in my power, Ito, to shield her from that information, waiting for something substantive, for proof. I mean, she even asked me in the church, and I denied it.
It's my fault, sir. She learned it from me.
What do you mean you told her? How? Why?
She tricked me, sir. Mrs. Hutchins came to me today and acted as though you had taken her into your complete confidence. I only confirmed what I thought she already knew, but I had no idea.
No, I suppose.
Okay, let's see. I'm sorry, we're closed. Crank up your hearing aid, Buster. I said tomorrow.
Loretta!
Oh, my stars. Oh, Rachel.
Hi.
Rachel. Oh. What are you doing in New York?
Visiting my favorite friend.
Oh, well, listen. Give me 10 minutes. I'll go get myself freshened up, and we'll go across town to that seafood place that you like so
that'd
much,
be
and we'll
great.
catch up on old times.
Okay.
Listen, give Carl a jingle. Tell him to come over and pick us up in his stretch limo.
He doesn't know I'm here.
Rachel, no. Don't tell me there's trouble in paradise.
Yeah, more trouble than I know how to deal with. So I want your help.
I'd do anything for you. You know that. What do you need?
A transformation. I need to become a completely different person.
You know what, Hilda? Your nephew sounds like a perfect candidate for the police academy. So tell you what, why don't I just give you the, my number. Here's my card. Have him give me a call. I'd love to play guidance counselor.
Oh, that is so kind of you, Detective Harrison.
Did you hear that? There's someone's calling for you. Yeah, better go. That's good. Finally. Harrison.
It took you long enough.
Hey, Vic. It's been a while. Listen, Vic, I don't know if I can do that right now because Grant's got every single PI in the county on me, and if he finds you, then he's going to arrest you and he's going to take her.
I know that, but just, it's a chance I have to take, all right? I can't go on living like this anymore. I just want to see you. I just want to feel you.
So do you actually trust me enough to tell me where you are?
You got a pencil?
Why the sudden change, Vic? Why now?
I'll explain everything to you when I see you. Now, here's the plan.
Is this plan going to turn into a solo gig?
No, it won't. I promise you. If you would just stop being cranky and listen.
That call is for me. Grant!
Damn you, Grant Harrison. Oh, the stupid, noisy, pig-headed. Don't you ever give it a break.
Victoria, please, you're going to wake
Richard,
the baby.
I was talking to Ryan. I was this close to finally meeting up with him, and then Grant, king of all the screw-ups, has to screw up my life again. Now what am I going to do?
Why don't you just go and get ready? I'll arrange for the meeting.
Wait a minute. A minute ago, you said you were going to arrange for your beauty sleep. Why the sudden change of heart?
Well, because I'll do anything to get you and Brian back together again, dear. If I can get you to keep your senses, Well, go on. Make yourself beautiful, dear. Oh, Brian hasn't seen that smile of yours for a very long time.
Richard, just tell him 10 o'clock at the railroad trestle.
10 o'clock at the railroad trestle.
Thank you.
If you ever do that to me again, you're going to find that receiver in a very difficult place to grab. Now, are we understood?
You and Victoria play all the games you want. Nothing is going to stop me from getting my son.
And how can you be so sure about that?
If you're not smart enough to see that she is using you, then you deserve every rotten thing you get.
Gories?
Brian, is it you? Oh, thank goodness. It's Bridget. Are you alone, dear?
No.
Well, then you better listen to me very carefully now. It's a beautiful night, and if you look up at the sky, you'll see the moon and the stars, especially at 10 p.m.
I'll make sure that person gets the message. Thank you.
Was that Ryan? Ryan! This is Grant Harrison. I want an agent on my brother at all times, effective immediately, and don't you dare lose him.
Let me get this straight. This dirtbag,
Evan.
Evan, this creep who tried to kill Carl and ruin both your lives, you've actually known him for years?
Yes, our families go way back. Actually, his mother, Janice, was married to Mac briefly.
Oh, no kidding.
It was an aberration. She had mental problems.
Sounds like it's hereditary.
Anyway, she just wanted Mac for his money, and she tried to kill him for it.
Gunshot?
Poison.
What happened then?
Well, I found out about it, and I tried to stop her, but she didn't like being interfered with, so she came at me with a knife.
Holy cow. Were you hurt?
No, I was fine. I killed her. It was either her or me. It was self-defense.
Well, sounds to me like this Evan character wants more than your hubby, Rachel. Sounds like he wants to get even with you.
I know. I can't figure it out because I thought we worked this all out years ago.
Well, what are you going to do? You going to go to the police?
I can't. I don't have any proof that Evan is at all connected with what's happened to Carl. So I thought maybe I should go down to Wall Street and try to figure out where he worked and what he did. And maybe I could find some connections.
You know, if I wanted to find out what some Wall Street exec was really up to, I would chat up his secretary and all the gals in the steno pool.
I know, a primary resource for information, but I don't think that those secretaries are going to stand around the water cooler and tell me stories. Rachel Corey?
How is your shorthand?
Lousy. No, wait a minute. I can fake anything if you can get me in there. I just need an open door.
The door is open. One of my exes owns an employment agency.
Loretta. That's great. I
now,
knew I could
now
count
wait,
on you.
hold on a minute, Madam Fancy Schmancy Chairwoman. You know, we have a lot of work to do before you can consider yourself proper secretarial material. But you won't be disappointed.
I can't tell you how disappointed that Rachel is not being able to be here for this evening's festivities.
How's Nancy? Did Mom say?
She said she'd call when there's any news. To you, Amanda, she said not to worry. And to Jake and Paulina, she said love, love, nothing but love. Now, if you'd excuse me, even on this joyous occasion, I have a couple of calls I have to make.
All right. Well, now that we've got one great mystery solved, when do we get to start on our much-deserved sunny honeymoon?
As soon as I throw my bridal bouquet, we're out of here.
Is that right? Everyone's attention, please. Will all the people of the female persuasion please line up front and center for the customary bridal bouquet throwing thing? Hey, I'm looking at a sea of single faces. What gives? Come on, guys. There you go. One brave soul. I need another. Hey, 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 hey.
I'm in.
All right, come on, everybody. Get up here. Get up here. Come on, come on.
Come on, come on.
There we go. All right. Chins up, hands out. To Paulina, do that customary bridal throwing thing that only you will do so well.
Okay. I am not going to participate in this ritual. Get ready, everyone.
Yeah, here we go.
Hey. Ready?
Come on, where's your wedding spirit? It'll be fun.
Absolutely not. Tres.
Disappointed?
No, not really. I guess you could say I'm not really single anymore.
Yeah, it was one of my sweetest victories.
Yeah, this just arrived for you.
Thank you. I couldn't let your big day go by without writing. I've been hearing so many good things about you, Jake, about your new company, your new family. You've even won the Coreys over. It's obvious that your love for Paulina has turned your world around, but then I always knew that inside of you was a wonderful man with a kind heart. That same sweet boy on a motorcycle I fell in love with such a long time ago. I know you'll go on to do all the great things you're capable of, Jake. In the meantime, take care of Paulina, treat her well, and be happy. All my best, Marley.
Hey, honey. My stuff's in the car. You ready?
My life is absolutely perfect, and I'm ready.
Well, then I'm with you. Let's go say goodbye.
Let's go.
Get out of here. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Wait, come over here. Wait over here. Come on, everybody, get in. Get in.
It's Harrison. My brother just left the Corey wedding. Nail him.
That was a nice wedding. All right. Go get the car seat. We'll take the kid.
You are the perfect man.
I'm gonna get the car seat.
Be right back.
Happy honeymoon, kid. You do sleep through the night, don't you?
You're a lifesaver. Yeah, me too, sweetheart. Bye, babe. Rachel, you got an interview with the office of that bond trader that Evan Frame worked for?
Oh, great. When?
Tomorrow. What's keeping you?
Just a minute. I'm almost ready.
Well, hurry it up. We still got to do a final comb out.
So, Loretta. Talk to me.
Ito, I've tracked her down. She's in New York. Yes, I'm positive. Now we must find her. I don't think Rachel has any idea the kind of danger she's in.
Well, Allie's all tucked in.
Well, she should sleep well then.
Oh, no, actually, I think she's afraid to go to sleep. She's panicked that she's gonna crush the wedding cake that's under her pillow. Hey, are you okay? What's wrong?
I'm fine, sweetheart. Nothing. As a matter of fact, everything is finally right. Because tonight, Ryan is going to lead me to Victoria and my son.
than the stars. Richard, what a stupid clue. I mean, couldn't you have just told him? Probably doesn't even remember what it means. Great. It's way after 10. You really blew it. You know that, Vicky? Bridget was right. You just waited too long. Now you're stuck with a whole lot of nothing.
Tomorrow, on Another World. After 6 months on the run with her son, she's back to claim the man she loves. But Vicky's and Ryan's reunion comes at a high price. Will it cost her her son? Tomorrow, on Another World, NBC Daytime.
Any word?
Not yet. Can't be much longer, though. I got a dozen men on Ryan, and when he reaches Victoria, they'll nail her.
Are you sure that's where he's going?
Nothing else makes any sense. I could have my baby son in my arms by the end of the night.
I hope so.
I'll tell them to run the follow-up story on that trial.
Well, if I don't hear his voice again, I won't mind.
Hang up that phone.
Excuse
me.
This
I'm
isn't your
expecting a
office.
very important phone call. That's right, Donna. It's all over. Ryan is on his way to Victoria, and my people are right behind him.
Oh my God, I didn't think you'd come.
You don't know me very well, do you?
Listen, you want to talk to Vicky? Hire Skywriter. We don't know where she is.
I'll have you subpoenaed, Donna!
Listen, you come after her, I'll come after you. You can't bully every woman in Bay City. Sorry, Amanda.
Mrs. Hudson. Can I ask you a few
Forget it.
questions?
Vince, good to see you. Come on in. Where is she? Where's Victoria?
I'm sorry, Senator.
Where is my son?
I don't know.
What do you mean, you don't know? I gave you explicit instructions to follow my brother to Victoria.
Your brother is a pro. We lost him.
Are you trying to ask me if my baby is more important than our relationship?
No. That's... You set that up, Vicky. Vicky, I could have been there. I could have been in support of you and supported Kirk for as long as you wanted to take this thing.
Then please support me now! Oh, I forgot. It always has to be your way,
No, that's...
right?
Vicky, come on. You broke a law. You
Okay, I
broke a lot
the
of
law, so
laws.
do the right thing then. Just arrest me, detective. You see, it's not always so easy.
No, it's not. You know, you just don't care. You just don't care about what you do to anyone else.
Where are you going? Home to Lorna? I hurt you. And I am sorry. But you know, I just can't buy this whole load that you're the only one who suffered. Because, you see, I know about you and Lorna.
Where'd you hear about that? Where'd you hear that? From your mother?
I didn't hear anything from my mother.
Lorna is a friend. She just happened to pick up the phone once when you called.
I saw you! I saw you and Lorna. You had her in your arms!
You were outside. You were right outside the house?
Well, I didn't want to interrupt.
Oh! You were that close. You were that close. And you still didn't come in. You still didn't come back into my life, did you? Vicky, you left. You left everyone. You left Bridget. You left your mother. You left me. You left Stephen. You left us alone. And now you have the gall to accuse me of holding on to someone. You selfish. What's the world supposed to do, Vicky? What's it supposed to do? Just stop spinning around while you just play out your last hand? Why couldn't you trust me, Vic? God, why couldn't you trust me?
Please. Come with me. I'll never ask you for another thing, I promise.
Oh, here, come on. Here we come.
I told Bridget not to open the door to anyone, not even to me.
Are you sure you weren't followed?
No, nobody followed us.
Oh, Ryan, it's so wonderful to see you. Oh, I was so glad you got the message about the moon and the stars. I was afraid you'd think I was some kind of an astrological crackpot or something.
No, Bridget, not you.
Bridget has saved my life about 1,000,000 times.
Oh, dear.
So he was okay?
Oh, he was wonderful. He had a bottle and then he just went right off to sleep.
You're the best. I'll talk to you later then.
Yes, of course, but now you remember what I said, which is if the door closes, there's always a window that opens. You hear that? Now, you take care of yourself, you hear? All right, dear. You take care of the two of them,
I will.
Oh, my purse. I mustn't forget my purse. Okay, here we go.
Hi, so, did you have a good snooze? Huh? Did Bridget sing you lots of songs about Heather and Marsh?
So big.
I know. And he can pull himself up on the side of his crib, and he can throw his bear out, and he can eat his toast.
Oh.
Want to hold him?
Sure.
Is that okay? Hi. Is that okay?
Hey, how you doing? Uh-oh. Hi. Oh, Hi, I'm your Uncle Ryan. How you doing, Kurt?
Isn't he precious?
He's
so...
I haven't held one in so long. They smell so good.
I know. Oh, it's okay.
Oh,
Okay.
it's okay. There you go.
That's okay. You understand, don't you? I mean, I just couldn't. I just couldn't give him up. You know, my mother gave me up. Not that it was her fault, but it just made me feel so lousy about myself for so long. I just couldn't do it to him. He had to know that his mommy would do anything, and I mean absolutely anything for him. You understand?
He's a wonderful little boy, Vic.
And he knows I love him, don't you? Yes, you do. And if there were any other way, tired of being scared. I'm tired of moving every 3 days. I'm just tired. And I know you're absolutely right. It's no way to live, especially for a kid.
No, Vicky. There's never a question that you were a good mother. He's a happy, healthy little baby.
It's just not enough. I can't live without you anymore. I love you, and I need you. So I'm gonna do the only thing I can. I'm gonna give him back to Grant.
You can blow and bluster as much as you like, but just don't frighten me, sir.
Perhaps you'd like to talk to the police, Bridget.
It's your word against hers, Grant.
And if I knew where she was hiding, what good would it do you anyway? She's probably gone away by now.
Damn it, Bridget.
All right.
All right, just please, Grant. This has gotten completely out of control. Just please.
Leave.
He deserves much better than this. Amanda, what's happened to your brain? Is she totally duped by him?
Are you all right, Bridget?
Oh, yes. It's just that I begged Victoria. I begged her to come home and to trust the courts but she just... Well, in a scene like that, you know, I can see why she ran away from him.
Well, we know one thing for sure, that Grant doesn't know where she is.
Oh, Matthew, you were wonderful at standing up to that blowhard. You know, all along I've thought that you really shouldn't marry Miss Donna. But I've changed my mind now, you know. Yes, because you're all grown up and you're very mature. You're certainly a lot more mature than that madman is.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate that.
I pity your sister. I was with them, you know, during the time that they were married. And it wasn't a pretty sight, believe me.
So are you in or out?
It's not that simple,
It is
Vicky.
that simple, Ryan. Otherwise, Grant's going to catch me, and I will have lost the only leverage I have. You see, but if I give the baby back on national television on my terms, then I can get the public on my side. Otherwise, he's going to make sure I never see my child
Vicky,
again.
there are no guarantees in this. There are no absolutes.
That's a chance I have to take. Please, Ryan, please. I want to come home. I am begging you. Please help me do this.
All right.
Thank you.
He's quiet.
Yes. This honeymoon is not over till I say it's over. You hear that, Lungs?
Me down. I know you still love me.
I do love you, man. I always have, and I probably always will.
And everything's gonna be fine. I promise you it is. Grant's gonna drop the charges. We're gonna be together.
No, that.
What do you mean, no?
Like, I promise you, I'll help you. I said I would, and I will. But you and I together, it's not that simple. Not anymore.
It goes off the page on the word Fanny.
Oh, but this is not a Felicia smiley face. Felicia is not a smiley face kind of person.
Oh, I see what you mean. Smiley faces and cheap-looking buttons are not Felicia Gallant.
Exactly. She wouldn't be caught within 10 miles of either one.
No. Felicia wrote this letter.
She put the pen to paper.
I'll lay odds the wordsmith is her abductor.
No. You're basing your conclusion on a totally subjective assumption.
Marshall, do you call her Felicia or Fanny?
I call her Felicia, you know that.
So do we. Exclusively.
So what's your point?
Nobody but Lucas called her Fanny, period. That name was part of her past.
Signing the letter Fanny is her way of telling us not to take these words at face value. She's letting us know that something's wrong.
No, this is unbelievable.
Look, at least we know she's out there and she's able and trying to communicate with us.
Yes, but where is she?
Please, God, don't go away. I'm Felicia Gallant! Please! I'm being held prisoner! I'm in the attic! Please, someone! Can you hear me?
Good morning. Or is it afternoon? Almost. Can I help you?
Junk mail galore for Penelope Windsor.
She's no longer here.
Well, she should have filled out one of these before moving.
Oh, a change of address form would hardly be appropriate. My mother died 6 months ago.
Oh, I'm sorry. Who knew?
Update on Felicia's situation. So now do you understand why you can't go? It's not personal.
I beg to differ. My wife is planning to spend several hours asking questions, probing psyches in her oh-so-subtle fashion, while a psycho could be within feet of her.
Oh, Cass, I seriously doubt that.
You could be in danger.
Look, I love you for worrying about me.
Thank you very much.
But Marshall will be there to protect me.
Not good enough.
Oh, it's good enough for me. You are going back to the office, aren't you?
I have a few calls to make. I don't think Amanda will mind if I use the phone later.
I don't want to see you anywhere near that luncheon, Cass.
Oh, you won't be seeing me. Not exactly.
You want to talk about it? No. I've just got a little bit too much Grant Harrison in my life right now, as it is. So just do me a favor and keep your eyes and your ears open for Lila Dawson, right?
I'll let you know what I find out.
Listen, where's Josie?
You didn't know she quit? She's pursuing her modeling career.
Doesn't your pretty girlfriend work here anymore? You must be lonely, Blue Eyes.
Maybe you can help me out, Lila. Thanks to you, my mood has changed.
What did I do?
I am now co-owner of the club, thanks to your little card game.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Can I thank you by buying you lunch?
For starters.
What the hell is she doing here, Trent?
She's probably looking for what she couldn't get enough of somewhere else. I'm guessing.
She's gonna end up right in the middle of the floor show.
Well, maybe that's exactly where she belongs, Evan.
You're right, Trent. This could be the icing on the cake. Jimmy, can't you bring me anything but bills? Thanks.
Muriel, thank you a million times, thank you. Is 20 minutes okay? Good, I'm on my way. And again, your wish is my every command. Bye.
Really feeling alone.
Well, unfortunately, Vicky, I don't have any good news for you.
Great. What did Cass say?
He told you to sit tight, not do anything until he talks to you, and that he'll call you.
Can't do that. I have to turn myself in now.
No, you don't have to do anything, Vicky. Look, you've lasted this long. Just hold on to Kirk. You'll get a larger piece of the custody pie if you just wait until Grant...
Until what? Until Grant arrests me? Ryan, he's getting closer every minute. I'm telling you, I can feel it. I have to turn myself in before Grant finds me.
My brother knows where she is. Now earn your money and find her. If you can manage to follow him without losing him this time.
Too bad the beautiful Josie won't be around to witness the fireworks display.
Well, she'll be distraught when she hears the news. But Josie will bounce back, and she'll have you to help her, Trent.
You, Ian Rain?
Yes, I am indeed. What can I do for you?
I'm getting to that. You own this place.
I am a co-owner of this place, that's right.
I got a search warrant for these premises.
What are you talking about? What is this?
We're shutting you down.
About. The ending is perfect. Rosamond has the most daring escape, Walter, that's ever been written in a romance
I didn't
novel.
buy it. I'm sorry.
You really didn't like it?
There's a false note somewhere.
What do you mean a false note?
Well, I shudder to say this.
No, go ahead. I can take it.
It's, derivative.
Derivative?
I know. It's frustrating. I'm a perfectionist, too. But I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm gonna read it again. I was so caught up in Rosamond's emotional high the first time.
No. That's supposed to happen like that. That's a good thing.
For the average reader, that's everything. But I have a job to do here. So I'm going to read the last chapter again very carefully. Up to that point, the book is breathtaking. But then, all of a sudden...
Your disbelief gets unsuspended. Yeah.
That's it, exactly. Oh. Oh, don't despair, Felicia. I won't rest until the ending is solved. I would never let you down the way Marshall Kramer did. I hope you know that. You do know that, don't you, Felicia? I won't be long.
I wish I could stay. You'll let me know if anything happens, though? Oh, of course. I'll check in with you, whatever happens. Thank you, Frankie. Thank you for everything. Sure. It feels really weird to be in Felicia's restaurant and she's who knows where. Yeah. I miss her laugh. I think you mean her howl.
I think I miss her hats most of all. More than I thought possible.
We're gonna find her. Go get her, Marshall. See you later. So, why don't you have the president of the Romance Society introduce you in about 5 minutes or so, give the ladies a chance to nosh, and I'll start circulating.
You do that.
Okay.
Would you be a dear and pass me the arugula sandwiches?
Cass?
Hello, darling.
Somebody. Please find me before it's too late.
Unable to escape, a desperate author takes desperate measures to send a message. Now Cass, Frankie, and Marshall will do whatever it takes to find her. Kidnapped, the search for Felicia Gallant, tomorrow on Another World, NBC Daytime.
Is that what you're saying, Ryan?
Would you pass me the arugula sandwiches, please?
Cass?
Hello, darling.
Yes? Are you insane?
Crystal with a K. Crystal Lake. The former sweetheart of that notorious crime boss, Tony the Tuna.
What are you doing here? This event is for women only.
I shaved as closely as I could, dear.
You are not what could be termed a handsome woman, Crystal.
Bitch. Is there a problem? Frankie.
Yes. Yes, there is, but, she was just leaving.
Not on your life, Mary Francine. Now, don't be selfish. Introduce me to this handsome hunk of male pulchritude. Oh, I do love a man with a mustache.
This is absolutely ridiculous. What's going on here?
Captain Cooper, this is all just a big mistake.
Mike, I'll take over, thanks.
I got here as soon as I could.
We still have to find Spencer Harrison, Captain.
I'm Spencer Harrison. What in blazes is going on here?
We're closing the Harbor Club down.
On what grounds?
I have a search warrant. I'd advise you all to cooperate, or you'll be arrested.
You can't do this. Ian hasn't done anything wrong.
Uh-huh.
So you planted the evidence in the computer, right?
Josie gave me the passwords, access to closed financial records. She had no idea she'd be sending her pretty little boyfriend up the river.
Yeah, well, lucky for us, Ian has a rap sheet. He'll be out of Josephine's life for the foreseeable future, and unfortunately for her, my lovely Lila won't be far behind. Easy come, easy go, Trent.
You're just upset because you want to be the one who wears the dress in the family.
Look, Cass, believe me, I know how much you love Felicia.
What if he hurts her?
We won't let that happen.
I'm not taking any chances, and I certainly don't want you abducted on top of everything else.
I'm not in any danger. I'm at Tops.
I'll feel better if we do this together, okay?
Yes, okay. Okay, you can wear the dress in the family for today.
Thank you. Now, let's try and find out where Penelope Windsor was when Felicia disappeared. Come on.
You really are amazing, you know that.
Yes, I do know that.
Lipstick. Is that what it feels like to be you?
Yeah, now the high heel is on the other foot, isn't it? I think we've just come out of the closet.
Oh, it'll be good for them. Yes.
Let's go find our girlfriend.
Okay.
Whoops.
We hope very soon to have her home safe and sound. Now, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you of the Romance Society for letting me speak. I know it's very unusual for a man to crash your party. But this is a very worthy cause. Thank you very much.
I'm going to see if Marshall's getting any leads.
I'll go mingle.
Whatever you do, keep your head down. We wouldn't want you to lose your lovely wig.
Bite your tongue.
Poor Felicia. What if she's harmed in some horribly disfiguring way?
Get with it, Jane. It's all a huge publicity stunt. They're just doing this to hype her new book. This damsel in distress routine will sell a zillion copies.
Don't be so cynical, Romalda.
They just did a story on something like this on the Beverly Lawrence show.
Felicia Gallant would never be a party to a cheap stunt like this. The next thing you'll say, she's been abducted by aliens.
Oh, I wish Penelope were here to settle this.
Penelope Windsor.
Oh, she was always so wise about these things.
Your paint is peeling, Romalda. Let's go powder our noses, and I'll tell you a little story about Penelope.
No?
Frankie! Yoo-hoo! Frankie! Well, for Felicia, I will boldly go where no man has gone before.
You will let me help you with the next one. So, the first course is consommé. I made it myself. Taste.
It's very strong.
I followed an 18th century recipe, the era of the rebel princess. Oh, excuse me. It's exactly the way that Cherie de Clairville would have prepared it for Gaston Dufour, her devoted lover.
Penelope hated Javier Delancey.
Who could blame her? He's a man.
Men can't write romance novels. They don't understand true passion.
Plot, plot, plot. After a while, it becomes so predictable.
They hit you over the head with that swashbuckling. Oh, Felicia. She always found the balance. Huh? Her heroes were heroes, but her love scenes were written by a woman for a woman.
She sure knew how to get us all worked up.
I couldn't agree more, girls. I'm no Javier Delancey fan either. When are men going to get it? It's not all pyrotechnics in bed. Women crave emotion, not just the motion in the ocean. Ow! Forgive me. Well, nature calls.
Oh, my.
Did you see her feet?
I think Penelope would agree.
Penelope Windsor?
Yes, she and I go way back. She's the real thing, isn't she? A true romantic.
Penelope read Gothic novels for the historical value, not the sex scenes.
Oh, well, of course, you're right. Penny always was a bit of a prude. How has she been feeling lately, by the way?
Not very well, I'm afraid.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Perhaps I'll buy her some posies and cheer her up.
You're a little late.
How's that, dear?
Penelope's pushing up posies herself.
She passed on 6 months ago.
I had no idea she died. Was it sudden?
Oh. It was quite a shock.
Oh, no, not again. Is he armed? Does he have a weapon? Well, I'm much more attractive in the wig.
You know, this is quite a role reversal.
What do you mean?
Well, very few men in my novels can cook.
Rustikov cooked for the Tsarina. The snow goose he prepared for her was the symbol of the purity of his intentions. And there's always Armand, a master chef.
Your insights are incredible. Tell me something, Walter. How did you learn so much about love and romance?
From your novels, of course.
Really? I mean, you seem to know so much. You have so much authority and experience.
I guess that's a tribute to you.
You mean you have never been with...
My mother got sick when I was in high school. I had to take care of her all those years.
That's a shame. But you know, maybe it's wonderful in a way.
No, it's not.
Well, if you think about what you have to look forward to, your first love, all-consuming passion, like in my books. You know, Walter, I think you need to get out. I think you need to get out and meet people.
I'll never leave you. Ever, Felicia.
You shouldn't worry about me. You should be out.
Have another filet?
No, I have plenty.
Well,
Thank
you need some more black currant sauce.
No, it's so rich.
Mmm.
Almost feels like...
You all right?
I don't know. I feel a little strange.
You're just not used to these old-fashioned recipes.
You know, Walter, what I was saying before, I really do think you should get out.
I'd rather help you with your novel.
Now, what would your mother say? I mean, she would like...
We have to finish your novel, Felicia. Eat your venison.
What Lila said was the truth.
You won half the club in a poker game?
Not exactly.
What exactly did you do, Ian?
Listen, Spencer had a gambling problem. If I didn't bail him out, then he would have lost the place.
So you bet the club in a poker game?
It wasn't here. The cops are way off on that one.
And to pay you back, Spencer gave you the other half.
I paid for my half of the club, Josie. Spencer gave it to me to repay me.
What about the charges? Are what the police saying true?
There was no illegal gambling going on in these premises. I swear to you.
I believe you. This is really so unfair.
Wait. Where are you going?
I'm gonna go tell Billy Cooper to back off.
You're not talking to anybody. Whoever set us up has a score to settle, all right? I don't want you getting hurt. Come on.
Were you in on this?
No, I had no idea. I swear. Listen, have you talked to your lawyer yet?
Yes. I put a call to him right now.
So, these charges aren't going to stick, I promise you.
All that depends on who bought the frame.
So I want you to hang in there, okay?
It's easy for you to say.
Yeah, well, you haven't been arrested yet.
Yeah, I will be. I'm sure whoever set us up was very thorough.
Does Lila Dawson have anything to do with this?
Well, if your theory is right and she's working for Evan Frame...
Right, then apparently he's about to cut her loose.
And she's going to take us down with her.
No, that's not going to happen. I promise you that. Listen, I've got to get down to the station. I've got to meet Vicky there tonight.
She turning herself in?
Well, yeah, something like that. And why don't you meet me down there? It's, station house is going to be a busy place tonight.
Can't wait.
Take care. Would you do me a favor?
Name it.
You see that guy standing behind me in the doorway?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you,
No problem.
Catch you later.
All right. Captain Cooper, this guy's involved in the whole deal. He was the one setting up the numbers. All right, my friend. Let's hit the bar. Come on.
Hey, what the hell is this?
Put your hands up, please.
What is the matter with you? Do you have a death wish?
I'm a PI working for Senator Harrison.
Did Ryan put you up to this, Rain?
Were you trying to give me a heart attack?
Can anybody take a joke? Yeah, I guarantee you won't think this is funny when we get you down to the station.
Harrison.
I lost him at the Harbor Club.
Again? Tell me you were born incompetent.
He had help from the cops.
Will you get back to work? Scour the neighborhood. He's on his way to meet Victoria and my son. I'm sure of it.
I'll do what I can.
You do better than that.
Not working out the way you planned?
Looks like we're going to have to say some prayers. Yeah. When? Thanks. Looks like our prayers may have just been answered.
Well, maybe Penelope's son couldn't bring himself to say Mrs. Windsor was dead. It seems odd to me. Why didn't he just say, I'm sorry, my mother passed away? What did he have to hide?
Cass is on to something.
What is it, Frankie?
Felicia could be hurt. We have to get to Penelope Windsor's house right away.
Okay, let's go. Wait. You're not going to go like that, are you? Do you want to wait for me to get out of my pantyhose? Let's go.
Armand is galloping across the burning moat on his white steed, and then he swoops down and picks Rosamond up in his arms, and then with one final thrust, he sends Claudio to his fiery doom. Armand has to kill. Heroes kill. Felicia? What's wrong?
I don't know. I need to lie down. Okay. I just feel like I've been drinking. I have to lie down, all right?
There was no other way, Felicia.
What did you do?
Your writing was better before you stopped.
Stop drinking?
I don't know why I didn't think of it before. So simple. Everything we had tonight had liquor in it. The consomme, the blackcurrant sauce, even the salad had pear brandy in the dressing.
How could you do that to me? How could you do that to me?
It's for your own
oh my
good.
God. Oh my God.
This is for your own good, right? You understand that? You're just gonna spend a little bit of time with your daddy. I will never be far away from you, and you know what? We have a lot of friends. We have a lot of good friends who are gonna help us get through this. Right? I love you so much more than I ever thought I could.
You guys ready?
Quit stalling, huh? Okay. Let's do it.
It's over, Victoria. Give me my son.
I'll call the cops from the car phone, tell them we may have a lead on Felicia.
Yeah,
Will you
great.
two just hold on a second? We can't go charging into Penelope Windsor's house. Her son's house, Marshal. Her son's? You remember the guy who didn't bother to tell us that his mother died 6 months ago?
Yeah, the guy is obviously a wacko.
Well, what if this wacko recognizes the three of us standing on his doorstep? What happens to Felicia then?
He's right. If this guy did have something to do with Felicia's disappearance, we can't just show up and start asking questions. That would tip him off.
However, I don't think Penelope's son would think twice about receiving a visit from his mother's long-lost friend, Crystal Lake.
You got me drunk? How could you?
I was trying to help you.
By lacing my food with alcohol? How much sherry did you put in the consomme? Did you put a whole bottle in?
Only half a bottle.
Oh, my God.
You have to get over this stubborn writer's block.
Alcohol doesn't help you get over anything, believe me.
Relax, Alicia. Release the tension. Think about writing the perfect ending to your novel. Come on. You know you want it. I hate you.
You. I'm sorry, I can't do that. Arrest her.
Girl.
And I love the two of you more than anything. But I also love Felicia, and if there's anything I can do to help her, I've got to give it my best shot.
Okay, I understand. Just be careful.
Well,
I'm
it's-
sorry.
Well, don't you worry, dear. If that beast lays one paw on me, I'll deck him.
You don't hate me, Felicia. Here, I'll pour you another glass.
No, I can't. If I start to drink, I can't stop. It's poison to me.
Not if it helps you write better. 91 to 93 were your vintage years, so to speak. That's when you wrote your best novels and drank your best wine.
It almost killed me. Every word I wrote. They were all lies, Walter.
Pardon my French, Felicia, but that's a lot of hooey.
You're not listening to me, Walter. I am an alcoholic.
What I read of Into the Fire, I don't think you're an alcoholic at all. What? You have to be very careful how you choose your friends. Your friends were so jealous of you that they brainwashed
My friends loved me enough that they tried to save
Marshall
me from
Kramer
this disease.
came along and tried to convince you that you weren't capable of writing romance fiction. That idiot!
Walter,
What does he know?
you're not listening to me. These people, they gave me my life back, my sanity back. Don't you understand?
I see you're still suffering from that delusion. I understand.
You're missing the whole point.
The point, Felicia, is that you can't live without alcohol. It's your muse, your passion, your partner. And I'm the only person who understands that and can give you what you need. Come on. Drink a toast. To me. I'm waiting for you. I'll get rid of whoever it is. You can go on without me. Have as much champagne as you like.
You must be Penelope Windsor's son. How do you do?
If you're down there, can you hear me? I'm in the attic. Please, help me. I'm bloody.
I never heard Mother mention you.
Oh, well, I'm not surprised. Penelope had so many friends with the Romance Society. It's hard to keep track of us all. I'm so sorry I've been away for a while. My sciatica was kicking up, and I went for a little R&R up in the White Mountains. And that's New Hampshire, dear.
Yes, I know.
Yes. I went leaf peeping. The colors of autumn are so glorious. They do wonderful things for one's soul. Are you now, or have you ever been a leaf peeper, Mr. Windsor?
No, I spend most of my time at home.
It wasn't until I got back, of course, that I learned of poor Penelope's demise.
I'm pleased you took the time to call, Miss Lake.
I will miss discussing Felicia Gallant's wonderful tales with your mother.
I'm sure my mother would appreciate the sentiment.
Oh. Are you a fan as well, Mr. Windsor?
I enjoy Felicia Gallant.
Don't we all? I can't tell you how many hours I've spent curled up with her books. It's as if she were a member of our family. Even closer sometimes.
This isn't a very good time to talk, Miss Lake.
Please, Crystal with a K. And what shall I call you?
Harry.
Harry Windsor. Just like the little prince in London. Oh, it suits you. Yes, it does. But you seem rather nervous, Your Highness. Is something wrong?
Look at you, Fanny. Drunk. Trapped. Got enough booze in you to skyrocket you straight to oblivion. Does it even matter?
Maybe this baby will finally teach you how to
No, I don't think those are going to be necessary, David. Listen, why don't you let me let her drive? I'll drive her down. You can follow us there, okay?
No, nothing's wrong.
Good. I hate to intrude where I'm not wanted.
Actually, Miss Lake.
Crystal,
Crystal,
please.
if you don't mind.
I do hope you will come to our society meetings, Harry. Men are in such short supply. Real men, that is.
Actually, the Romance Society was always Mother's thing.
And now you must make it your own. Consider it a legacy. The second generation. My, what a wonderful distinction. It would be an honor for us to welcome as romantic a soul as yourself.
Me?
Oh, now don't you be coy, Harry Windsor. I know a prince of a man when I see one. I can spot a truly sensitive soul from a mile away. And a very healthy specimen, I might add. Are you single, Harry?
Miss Lake, I'm very busy today.
Of course you are. I won't keep you. It's just that, well, this wonderful house is so warm and inviting. It's reminiscent of so many settings in Felicia's novels. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting a little verklempt. It's just that Felicia disappeared under such mysterious circumstances, and it doesn't make a stitch of sense. What do you think about it, Harry?
I think Felicia Gallant will turn up safe and sound eventually. Now, Miss Crystal, if you don't mind, the Nature Channel is running a special series on the secret life of otters.
Oh, I've seen it. It's wonderful. Forgive me for taking up your time. We can only hope that our Felicia will return to us soon.
Felicia. Well, I see you've made yourself busy.
You were right, Walter. Alcohol is the best medicine. I feel 1,000% better.
Good. Let's make it two.
No. Why don't we save that for when I'm feeling stressed and anxious again?
Oh, why wait? Let's scare those pesky little buggers away for good, huh? Oh, this is really exciting, Felicia. Things are coming together for us. Your book's almost done. You've never felt better. It's a new beginning for both of us. To new beginnings.
New beginnings.
But there are no Windsors.
Are you sure this is the complete list of Corey personnel?
Totally complete. Even the temps hired yesterday.
But this is Harry Windsor's notepad. You said yourself that Corey Publishing notepads are only distributed to employees.
Yes, Cass. They're not made out of gold. We buy them by the case. People use them, people take them home. Maybe Mr. Windsor got one from a friend or a relative. But there's no Harry Windsor that works at Corey.
Okay, that leaves us with two choices. Either we are way off the mark, or Harry Windsor is lying and his name isn't Harry Windsor at all.
Well, what do you say we find out? Tonight.
Of course you're not afraid of danger. You're not afraid of anything.
Like Francesco in the catacombs. Like Cesar on his steed.
Your impulses are so heroic. Your virtues know no bounds.
Oh, Felicia, you empower me with such energy and such courage. Oh, I'll see you later.
No. Wait. Walter, do you know why I write about all those heroes? Because they turn me on. Those men are my fantasies.
I had no idea.
But you, Walter, you are my Francesco, my Cesar. You are my real-life hero.
I've never heard you speak like this.
Because I never felt this way before. And then when you talked about your perilous mission, my heart, it started racing. Walter, don't leave me. I just couldn't bear not seeing you again.
Thank you for standing by me today. It meant the world to me.
You love this little boy so much, so do I.
It's okay. It's my son, and I'm going to raise him with the woman I love, and Ellie. And we're going to be a family.
We already are a family.
I'm so sorry. I've put you through so much. But it's all over now. You're home. You're safe. And no one is going to take you away from me again. Ever. Ever. No. No.
Good news. Billy's decided to release you on your own recognizance.
I'm free to go?
Yeah, apparently not showing up for a custody hearing is a misdemeanor. So you've got yourself a get-out-of-jail-free card.
So for all Grant's hot air, all he managed was a little slap on my wrist.
This time.
I mean, maybe things are going to work out
No,
after all.
come on, Vicky, listen
maybe
to me.
my
It's not-
life isn't such a mess.
Before you get your hopes up, you've still got to face kidnapping charges.
Okay, could you just lay out the specifics for me?
Grant could get the judge to throw the book at you. In which case, I think you should talk to Cass and get some legal
What do you
advice.
think he is anyway? Huh? I mean, he may think he's gotten away with this, trying to throw me in jail, trying to take away this child, but this isn't over yet. It's not even close to being over.
Not hard to spot, believe me. He's kind of wimpy. He's in his 30s, long reddish blonde hair, glasses. Does any of that ring a bell, Marshal?
No, but then again, I haven't been at Corey that long myself.
He was very edgy the whole time that I talked to him tonight.
His house is spooky enough.
And there was something familiar about him.
Well, maybe that's because he works at Corey.
There's only one way to find out. Let's go through these files, and you and I will flag anything that matches Harry's description.
If I find him, we go right to the cops and tell them that he's got Felicia, right?
Okay, well, let's do it. We have all night, but Felicia may not.
Walter, my heart is racing. Don't leave me. I couldn't bear it if anything happened to you.
Oh, Felicia, please. What's come over you?
I don't know. My emotions, they're running away with me.
Well, stop them.
No! It would be like trying to stop the tide.
Felicia, you're out of control.
Isn't it thrilling? Oh. Isn't it? Finally, we can say what we really feel.
Oh, I must have put too much sherry in the consomme. I have to go.
No!
Oh.
No! Now!
Where are my glasses?
No! Walter, not now when we finally can express what we feel. If you're gonna do this dangerous thing, you shouldn't do it alone. Please, Walter. Let me be by your side. Walter, please, take me with you.
Hey. The world will look very different when the sun rises. Adieu.
fine, I'm sure. Listen, we were just about to head out, so if you don't mind.
Well, I was supposed to meet a client here. May I use your phone?
Certainly, if it's still working.
What's this?
I don't know. I found it on the floor.
Oh, my God. When did you find this?
Minutes ago. Why?
This is a note from my mother.
Why would they stop off at the Harbor Club for a little croque-monsieur?
How do I know?
Well, we have to be sure. It could be a forgery. Your mother is famous.
Cass, it's definitely my mother's handwriting.
All right, read it to me.
Well, it's kind of smeared. I can't make out all of it, but it says, "Find me," and then I can't read the rest, and there's a W, and the rest is a blur. But it's definitely her signature.
You stay put. I'll be right there. Okay, I'm going over to the Harbor Club. Looks like Lauren is onto something. I want you to come with me and check it out. Maybe you can sense whether or not it's on the level.
Sure.
Okay, look, if it's all the same to you, I'm going to stay here and go through these files, all right? All right, we'll meet you back here. Look, please let me know anything you find out. In the meantime, I'm going to call the police and fill them in. Good. Thanks, Marshal.
Oh, you're very clever, Mr. Kramer, but I'm one step ahead of you. You can't recognize me now, otherwise that would ruin the surprise I've planned, especially for you. We can't have that, can we? No.
That lunatic done now?
Walter? Walter?
Walter. Walter? See how far your imagination took you, Walter. But, think of any publication of my first novel? Wait a minute. He knows my birthday. Creep. Probably knows the year. Oh, please. Oh. Look here, Fanny.
Glad Luna got a hold of you guys. It's been a hectic night.
Hey, what gives? You guys don't usually close this early.
Well, I'll explain later. Go look at the note. Lorna's really going out of her mind.
Oh,
Let me take a look.
Cass. It was wet. Careful. I did my best to dry it off.
That's my fault. I threw it on the bar. I'm sorry.
You're right. This is your mother's handwriting.
Well, can you read it?
This looks like our names up here.
You're right.
Right?
Yeah. And there's the find me that I told you about, the
Uh-huh.
W.
What's this? Psychopath.
Oh, God, Cass, no.
Find me. I'm something psychopath.
Being...
What's this? Is this Harry?
No, it's, hurry. Hurry. My life. It just gets worse and worse. Somebody's trying to kill my mother. Don't even think that, Lorna. Felicia's alive. She was able to write this note, and she's trying to escape. We're going to find her. Oh, we have to call the police.
Marshall's already taken care of that. They should be here soon.
The note was found here. That means Felicia could be somewhere around the docks.
Well, Ian, you can check that out. You know people down there.
Yeah, I'll look into it.
Can you do it right now?
Yeah, certainly. You got a photograph of it?
Well, I do. In the car, I had a bunch made up.
Let's go get it. If
Good.
we get that out, we could find her by morning.
Lorna, will you handle this? Frankie and I are still checking out on some other leads.
Yeah, do it. I'll be fine. As long as we're not too late.
Who are you calling?
Ryan gave me his beeper number in case something comes up.
I'd say this qualifies.
Yeah, me too.
I'll see you.
Walter? Walter? I'm on to you. He's actually gone. I need a key. He's got me trapped in here now.
My file has got to be here someplace. That oppressor wouldn't still be looking for it if he'd already found it.
Phone. He has one. Okay, the hookup. The hookup. There it is. There it is. Okay, follow it.
No, I'm going to be here a while. I'll lock up before I leave.
Victoria! Bridget, I hate it when you sneak up on me like that.
What are you doing? You know you never do things like
Clean up
that.
this pit. It's no place to bring a baby.
Well, I was listening to my scanner. I know that Grant took the child tonight.
Yep. Well, Grant's happy, of course. Grant's usually happy, isn't he?
Where's Ryan?
Oh, I don't know. Don't ask me. Probably in the back seat of some police cruiser with his new girlfriend.
Oh, come on now. You were his girlfriend.
Not anymore.
Will you stop it? And will you tell me what's happened? And I want you to tell me the truth.
No. Ryan's furious with me. Says I don't trust him.
Well, you don't. He's
Bridget,
right.
don't take his side.
Well, I'm sorry, dear. But everything was very predictable. Ryan has a sixth sense when it comes to your lying.
Fine. So he says I stayed away too long.
the publishing world. Marshall chased Felicia. Marshall learned 'twas all in vain. Goes Marshall Kramer.
She's plotting to get her son back. But will keeping secrets cause Vicky to lose Ryan to another woman? Another World, tomorrow on NBC Daytime.